start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory. Kol Lord Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem, Rachah Kodash Barakatah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth with faith and sincerity, and risking their lives and freedom to do so. Shalom to the Akwath and the Akim out there listening and learning. Hopefully this is an edifying lesson. Once again, this is the brother Yawasop out of the GMS Cleveland Church coming at you with a lesson. This is a quick lesson. I had some topics in mind, and the spirit just jumped on me. I was on YouTube, and I don't know, I'm not even giving a fuck about getting flagged right now, but I don't got that many subscribers, but if it's the spirit, because people need to see this. On YouTube, it's a guy named JB Gunner. This dude right here.
One's on it.
This guy
yeah,
right here.
I'm actually going to show you who's actually on food stamps, who's on welfare right now. Yes, you can look at us and say you're the larger number, and there's more, but the bottom line is there's a higher percentage of you on.
Okay, so if you can hear what this guy is saying, this fucking Edomite, he's saying how, because they're going into the numbers of how it's more of us is on welfare than them. And that's just not the case. If you actually watch the video, like I said, it's JB Gunner. Because, they trying to figure out if he's racist or whatnot. And some of the shit he say, now he's trying to clear it up. I've watched him, I don't want to prejudge because I haven't watched the whole thing. At the end of the day, and that's just part of the judgments that these women, I noticed something in the spirit right now. These women are about to catch hell, and they catching hell just because, a lot of people don't feel bad about what's going to happen to a lot of women, Not just our women, this is women, period. Because, like I said, when you watch this video of his, he literally goes out and breaks down the numbers. He said, fuck what CNN saying, fuck all this shit. So he goes to, the Bureau of Family, Child and Family Service, whatever the fuck the agency that is that does the welfare and the SNAP program. And basically, the reason why I'm doing this video, because I'm listening to the shit and to show you how bugged out Jake is. I can understand some people feel like, people are getting a free ride. Like me, myself, I remember I couldn't qualify for services or whatnot. I remember I had jobs where I was working part-time and still wouldn't qualify for shit. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm not even getting the fucking $1,000 a month. And he made a comment about who makes $900 a month. So, you know what I'm saying? And was in college and all that shit and was in a household and they wouldn't give me anything. So at the end of the day, but it's been times I have actually used the system, but I feel I should be able to use the system. Not only does this punk ass country owe me, I've paid into my taxes. You can't. I've been working so long. I remember when every year you would get the little statement in the mail showing how much actual money you've been paid into Social Security and all that. Now they done changed this shit up so much because it ain't gonna be none. You know what I mean? But anyhow, I'm a little bit everywhere, all over the place. Because, like I said, once again, I'm listening to Esau. Esau say, well, he statistically broke it down. Okay, now it's proven that we're 13% of the population. So I just looked up, and the population I'm going to actually do it online. I just looked up, basically, how what's the population of America. So we about to do all this statistically. Because I did all this, as you can see, the searches is right there. What's the population of America, of U.S.? Now, it said 325.7 million. That was 2017. It's 2019. So I'm sure we added, because, a lot of people had births. I mean, I had a child in 2018. A few guys in our camp had a child. That's the thing about Israelites. We keep on producing, what I mean? And maybe that's why Esau's so mad, because, they actually are declining. So, what I mean? But anyhow, so that's 325 million. Now, he says in his report that, like I said, it clearly says, while they always quick to talk about this and that, and how the statistics say this and that, while people talk about they don't understand, like nobody understands percentages or, all this other shit. We're 13% of the population out of 325 fucking million, right? So when you take the time to think about this, what is 13%? 13% of 300 million. I ain't gonna even do 325. They're saying we're gonna say roughly. We're gonna round it off because like I said, I could have went 325, but fuck all that. We roughly 40 million of the whole population of 325 fucking million or 300 million. We're gonna stick with 300 million. So we roughly 40 million of the population. Now he went into the numbers. So if you go into the numbers of it, if you go into the numbers, he said, I think it's like 41%. Because it says like, basically, I think what he say is like 41% of the, I think he said it's like 15% of the whole population actually receives government benefits. So if you do that, 15%. So that's 45 million people. Okay. So, okay. He said that 41% of, so we're going to have to do 45 million. So 45 million. 45 million of 15% is what? Is 6,750,000 people. Okay. So roughly we got so they're saying that 6 million of the people are on. So that'd be 6 million. So let me write that down. 6,700,000. So that would be the Edomites. Okay. Then if you do say 41%. Salakia, bear with me. So basically, the Edomite went into. It's trying to say that being it's saying the numbers are saying 41% of our population are actually on welfare. But like I said, I'm looking at the comment boards and all that. You got to take the time to realize majority. That's why he did state that in the video. I will give him that. I'm not gonna lie on the fucking cracker, but he stated like majority of our, because when you take the time to think about it, with each nation, statistics is the women are the majority of all nations. You know what I mean? That's why the ratio men to women. While a lot of men are brainwashed. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, it's like 10-1 or something. Like it's way more women than it is men. That's why, if anything, you're supposed to be praised on the earth to show you how fucking wicked and fucked up the society is. But I'm not gonna digress. At the end of the day, he was saying 41%, because the majority is women on food stamps or welfare. You know, I mean, you know, a lot of Jakes on it, but I know from fucking Edomites that's on that shit. So, like I said, this is, you know, and then you got to remember these numbers lie. But at the end of the day, he's saying that, I mean, because it makes you really go check into it. Like I said, at the end of the day, when you take the time to look at it, you know, majority of more of our nation is on it than anybody, because it's a simple fact. If it's 41% of our nation. Now, I ain't going by any of my own research. I'm going by what he did. Now, he's saying that if they're 13% of that 45 million, because it's like 15% of the country that's actually receiving it, 13% would be like 6,750,000 Edomites, as opposed to 18,450,000 Israelites, or so-called blacks. And then you got the other nations mixed up in between that. At the end of the day, I mean, you know, like I said, the numbers kind of piss you off, but then at the end of the day, you know, like I said before, I just stated clearly on my on this video. At the end of the day, you know, like majority of the time, you know, it was times I was denied. It was times that I didn't get it. But as of now, I'm getting it. And you know, I used to think about it. The last 4 years when I was homeless, I didn't get it. So, I mean, that's not to, you know, digress or, you know, explain or feel like I need to prove anything to any fucking body. It's the fact that now that the way I look at the shit, yeah, Esau, the fucking devil, he owe me. The fuck you mean? Like I said, I'm not probably going to see anything I got into Social Security. That's neither here nor there. They're proving that right now when they got this fucking government shutdown. At the end of the day, it's a reason why, like, 9 times out of 10, that's part of the curses. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the spirit, because it came out of that camp. You know, like, you got programs that's designed with that, what's that, Children and Family Services, that do the food stamps or the SNAP or whatever. You know, a woman can actually go learn a trade or get schooling or whatnot, but they choose not to. And then at the end of the day, you know, you got years and generational curses where you got the grandmother that was in the projects, and then the mother ended up getting in the projects, and then their child ended up in the project. You know what I mean? You having babies having babies and things like that. Like shit, I've even seen people work themselves out of the fucking projects for their children to end up back in the fucking projects. Now, if that ain't a generational curse, what is it? At the end of the day, my point of making this video is because it pissed me off so fucking much that this Edomite, you know, like I said, that's just, like I said, part of the women getting brought low. Because like I said, I know that had to piss them off. You know, it was Jakes up there agreeing with him, but there must have been the men Jakes and the women. Because he was like, you know, I even had to laugh like, wait, because he was up there like, you know, he was like, I was gonna leave this shit alone, but then, you know what I mean, he got a funny cracker. But then again, I mean, who's to say he might be a Jake? I don't know. Like I said, it's just something about him, his spirit kind of pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, anyhow, but just because he pissed me off doesn't mean that, you know what I mean, like, I don't want to throw off the, or quench the spirit. I mean, like I say, so maybe a brother will see something that I don't see. But it was kind of funny. He was like, you know, I was going to leave this shit alone, but then, you know, I got to getting all these stupid ass emails, you know what I mean? So he's like, statistically, we going to go. And, you know, he really just fucking with the, you know, the Jake woman, the nigga woman. You know what I mean? You know, you got them other tribes that's on the shit too. But at the same time, he was saying, because that's why the video is titled, Who's the Real Welfare Queens? At the end of the day, it's the pride of the. That's why I think he's an Edomite. Because at the end of the day, your kingdom. See, and that's the perfect point of the lesson. This is the point of the lesson. Why everybody's so quick to fucking say how, oh yeah, they don't give a fuck because they looking at it like the poor or all this. And, you know, it's the people that ain't trying to work, or the fucking crackheads, or the drug addicts, or the people with issues. You got elderly. I got a lesson coming up. You got elderly and disabled that's gonna be fucked up, that actually put in a lot of time. I mean, like I said, people don't even realize because they're so numb to the whole situation. Well, this is how dumb people are. This is what makes it so beautiful, how the Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah is doing this. At the end of the day, this thing that's affecting the poor and the lowly and the crackheads and the drug addicts and people that y'all think don't want to do nothing. Because at the end of the day, when you take time to think about it, well, motherfuckers quick to say it's jobs out there. Yeah, it is. But at the same time, you got motherfuckers Man, come on, let's be honest though. Like you got everybody hustling, but it's ain't you know what I mean? Like it ain't you know what I'm saying? It's getting harder to get a living wage to live, and it's designed that way. But anyhow, at the end of the day, what makes this shit so beautiful because this thing that's gonna affect the poor is gonna affect fucking everybody. Like I was reading the articles, you know, I've been listening to brothers in other cities and shit like that. They talk about shit. I don't know if it's gonna affect me. It's affecting fucking federal workers already right now. You got people that's working in the food industry with Salaki, working in the grocery stores that don't get no fucking food stamps, but then they turn around. They saying, well, shit. What people fail to realize is those EBT cards make up a lot of the grocery store's income, though. So if they keep on cutting that shit, or if they don't get it, that's going to affect motherfuckers that just work there. Because them people don't get I mean, even though that's a union job, they don't make a great wage like that. I remember back in the day when they had baggers. Now they got motherfuckers that got to bag their own shit. And, you know what I mean? Like, go to for instance, like a Audis. You know what I mean? Like, everybody says cheap food or whatnot, but them motherfuckers that created that is built. I mean, they got fucking money, but they ingenious with the shit too. They did like a Walmart. They made the motherfuckers cashiers. Yeah, they pay you about $14-15, but you gotta. Well, shit, they cut out the bag and shit, but they got to do all the stock and all that. You know what I mean? Like it. You ain't just it ain't no days just like you know little sweet jobs like that. Like when he fucked to show you how I mean not to digress again because like I said that shit really pissed me off because like I said it just show you the arrogancy and the pride of this fucking cracker. Your kingdom is fuck. Today when we was at camp, we watched so many motherfuckers in nice cars. I'm talking about Benzes and motherfuckers you've never seen, you know, down in our fucking, you know, where we on the highways and hedges where we camp at. We saw all these motherfuckers that you could tell don't never do this shit as far as like passing out sandwiches. They want to just pay. I'm talking about we saw about 5-6 motherfuckers. So you can't tell me in the spirit motherfuckers ain't feeling something about to happen. You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm talking about to the point, motherfucking the Benz, they pulling up, just giving anybody walking across the street, they pull up on us, or the brothers, we looking at them like, we cool. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we got these signs with the white man with the devil horse. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, it's just kind of comical to me. At the end of the day, that's the pride of this fucking cracker. I'm about to jump into some scriptures because, like I said, at the end of the day, yeah, he proved his point. It is more of us on it. But at the same time, when you take the time to think about it, look at how Esau created a fucking project, a trap. Come on, you got trap music and all this old stupid ass shit, and motherfuckers really trapped in that shit. Motherfuckers thinking they gonna make $1 million and do a fucking Nino Brown and come out. Get like the fuck out of here, man. Like I said, nowadays, you gotta be, come on, man. Like, especially with all this fucking technology they got now, like nigga, why would you still even be trying to sell dope? You know what I'm saying? Like the fuck, not only do your phone record what the fuck you saying, they got all these fucking cameras now. How the fuck you gonna like? Come on, man. Well, they think they gonna be an Adrian Broder and I'm on camera. They say I'm on camera. That hunky gonna let that motherfucker get away with shit because of the simple fact he make that hunky a lot of fucking money. Let me jump into scriptures. Like that's just like say I pray Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shabbat Hashem never start this bitch back. I mean, like I said, I'm in free fucking government housing. I just got in this shit. But at the same time, if it take for me to lose this shit, for him to accelerate this shit, let it be, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, like I said, what's that scripture? The Most High praises the death of his saints or something like that. Let me find it. That shit just got, oh my God, like I said, I mean, the pride of this fucking cracker. How the fuck is you prideful in your kingdom? That's just to show you Esau is, though. The death. Psalms 116 and 15. Because at the end of the day, that's just my spirit. Because at the end of the day, if I gotta die for this shit, you know what I mean? Salakia, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat Hashem, Kodash Barakatah. It's never shit, you know what I mean? Like, that was just a slip of the tongue. At the end of the day, because this is a precious thing. That's why the first thing say precious. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. At the end of the day, if I got to die for this thing, because I've lost too much, and this is the only thing that I got left, you know what I mean? I've lost family, You know what I mean? The only friends I got is not friends. They're actually brethren. I mean, blood. I know these dudes as much as they done helped me. I know dudes in the world that I've actually did was Esau would consider breaking their laws. But yet still, though, had me out here fucked up. I know any brother that I call a brother in the truth, at least I believe in my spirit, you know what I mean? Fuck going to war or worrying about going to war. You know, I know they going to have my back. Salakia. But I'm about to get into these scriptures because, as you can see, my phone look like it's about to die. I ain't mean to make this lesson that long. So I'm going to go off to, I mean, a lot of the scriptures is in Isaiah and Proverbs. So I'm going to start with Proverbs 8. Because it's just all about the pride, you know what I mean? Like the pride of this motherfucking devil, you know what I mean? Like I said, after all this, they said, that's why you know when the shit hit the fan, he ain't going to see it coming. They say the fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy, and the evil way, and the forward mouth do I hate. Now, what is one of the things the Lord hates? He hates pride. And who's a prideful motherfucker? Esau. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, look how prideful this motherfucker is. I'm literally, you need to go watch that video. I mean, like I said, his kingdom is literally, like I said, once again, even, because like I said, I had the numbers messed up in my head. When you take the time to think about it, if it's, like I said, when you take the time to think about that, out of 300-something million, and he's 70% of the fucking population, he's over like 200 million people in this country. Then the rest is all the other nationalities, and we only 13%. But yet still, like I said, when you take time to think about it, it's part of the curses and then the systematic design. He did this for us. Like I said, at the end of the day, who at one point in time in this country, it was mostly Edomites that was in the prison system. Now they done reversed this shit. You got all these Jakes in the prison system. And like I said, look at all these fucking laws they got where you do 3-strike laws and you just, you know, you stuck in a fucking system for life. Or, you know what I'm saying, like recidivism programs, you know what I mean? They make you go through. It's just a whole bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Continue in Book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 5. It says, everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. And that's the truth, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, that's one of the things that the Most High hates. He hates pride. And who is the most prideful motherfucker on this country? I've literally been at camps and, you know what I'm saying, we literally have been cussing out Esau, and Esau said, why are you mad at us? He said, motherfucker, because you did this, and you did that, and you did this. He said, you stole this land. We didn't steal it from you, though. And we looking like, bitch, them is our brothers, though. You know what I mean? Like, this is how the fucking, this is how prideful the motherfucker is. And at the end of the day, you know, I know you're supposed to be as wise as a serpent and as harmless as a dove on certain things, you know, and I'm going to be harmless, but at the same time, you're supposed to be able to, you have the right to defend yourself. But at the same time, like, shit about to hit the fan so much, and I'm in the spirit. Fuck this shit. Like, no matter what the fuck one of these fake ass, like, say, you got a nigga that sit up there and try and fight 50 niggas, but ain't gonna do. I mean, I've met 1 or 2 in my time, but the majority of these motherfuckers is weak, man. Like, real shit. And like I said, it's gonna take for Jake to really be fucked up before he actually gonna stand up. Like I said, I heard somebody say something today. It's this thing called a stand down. Now, like I said, in my walk, in my lot, and my cross I had to bear, you know what I mean? I've been homeless, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, the stand down thing is where they go, like all these different organizations and businesses, they come and do something for the homeless community out there. Because in, you know, where I'm at in Cleveland, they actually don't just, you know, the homeless here actually have some rights. I will say that. They're like a coalition. So, you know, trust and believe, they get over on them. I've watched it. I know the system. I ain't about to go into all that. Because who the fuck I'm going to prove it to, or what's the point of it? But at the end of the day, they do have more rights than some places because I've been to other places. At the end of the day, so, you know, they'll look out for them. They'll give them clothes, boots, coats, shit like that. You got people that ain't even fucked up like that, and they go to this shit. At the end of the day, it's a dude that I know, and I'm not going to say his name, but, you know, he a 2/3 because, you know, he'll get spiritual on you, and then he'll sit up there and he'll say some shit like Matthew 6:24, mammon, you know what I mean? He say, I love money, give me money, you know what I mean? Like, that where his brain go. He'll sit up there and talk about God, people. You know, he fucked up. He kind of out there, but long story short, he said they talking about this stand down, but who going to stand up for us? You know what I mean? Who's gonna stand up to what this shit going on? You know what I'm saying? So he, but that's the thing. Jake still got an inkling of spirituality. You know what I mean? He bugged out because he here and there. He talking about Elijah Muhammad and all this old silly ass shit. Then 1 minute he in the Bible. Then, you know what I mean? I didn't try to break down the scriptures, but like I said, at the same time, it say don't cast your pearls before swine. So at the end of the day, if the Most High wanted to get it, he gonna get it. But my point being, like you said, who gonna stand up? You know what I mean? Like, this motherfucker is a prideful fucking. Literally told us that we like, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm jumping around Salakia for that book of Proverbs 18. This devil got me heated though. Like, only in America. These motherfuckers sit up there literally call you fucking racist, but then yet still for 50 fucking way more than 50 years for all these fucking years, I done got called a nigga here. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this racism happens. Your president saying racist shit, but we racist. Like, when motherfucker don't even understand the definition of racist. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you should be racist. You should be for your fucking race. Proverbs 18:12. Before destruction, the heart of the man is haughty, and before honor is humility. That wasn't the one I wanted. I wanted before because I don't think that's it. I'm gonna try and find it. What does it say? Pride come before the fall. Salakia. So I don't see how I messed up. That's what I wanted though. 16 and 18. It says, pride goeth before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. And at the end of the day, look, pride goeth before destruction. And like I said, if you watch this dude, J.B. Gunner, this motherfucker is prideful. Like I said, at the end of the day, I know it's the spirit of the Lord on him for real. Because like I said, in the spirit I can see these women are getting brought low. Because this is going to affect more women. You know, like I said, at the end of the day, majority, welfare and shit like that is not even designed for a man. For real. You know, so most dudes, you know what I mean? I've seen dudes leave comments. Like I said, I didn't get it for the last 4 years. I just started getting shit. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, and then when I used to try and get it in the past when I had jobs, but like I said, I'm thinking, because they say it's a certain poverty line, and I wasn't making, like I said, they say one person $1,300, but I'm making $700, and I still didn't qualify. So you know what I mean? There's too many people in the household, some stupid ass shit. And I'm staying with somebody. I'm like, well, shit, I'm staying and I'm helping, but you know what I mean? Anyhow, and pride goes before destruction. And this motherfucker, J.B. Gunner's, prideful. So hopefully the destruction of this wicked ass place, Babylon, is coming soon. And a haughty spirit before a fall. And when you go into that word haughty, it say, panim, used. Well, let's look it up on, let's look it up on Google. Haughty. It says arrogantly superior and disdainful, proud, vain, arrogant, conceited, snobbish, stuck up, pompous, self-important, superior, egotistical, supercilious, condescending, lofty, patronizing, smug. Enough said, you know what I'm saying? I only got 2 more scriptures and then I'm going to end this lesson. Because who do that fucking sound like? I was just listening to a dude as I was on my way to my apartment, and dude stopped me. I'm in my zone. We just getting off of camp. And dude like, oh yeah, how you doing? He like, I see y'all out there sometimes, and I'm like, and he just went into this whole little thing about how like his parents stay in a city named Solon, and Solon is like a Edomite's haven. You know what I mean? It's people with a little bit of money, wealth. They stay out that way. And, every once in a while, Jake make it out to where these wealthy people or where these Edomites are, and they really feel like they fucking fit in, or think they brainwashed that bad. When, like I said, motherfucker, go look at the books. You still consider 3/5 of a fucking man. Anyhow, he went into how like he'll be sitting out there and they stay in an apartment, so you can't just get buzzed in. You got to get buzzed in or whatever. And he'll just be sitting. It's like a little bench out in front of the building, so he'll just be sitting out there getting some air before he go in, or he might have been coming from their apartment and just sitting outside. It was a nice day or whatever. He said the motherfucker either walk past or come to the door like, yeah, hey, and want to question him, or I can't let you in, all this old shit. He like, bitch, I ain't even actually, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't like people don't see, or what Jake don't see. It's just like they fucking, This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 26 and verse 12. Seest thou a man wise in his own conceit? There is more hope of a fool than of him. And that's Esau. Esau, like I say, I got a lesson I'm going to go into. Like I said, right now I'm trying to, the Spirit telling me to bring out this information I got on the mark of the beast. And, I'm not going to jump on all of me because this lesson is about this and that's about something else. But at the end of the day, Esau considers himself wise in his own eyes. What's that? Ezekiel 12 and 4, or 12 and 3. He's wiser than Daniel. Because, look at some of the shit he could do. Let me make sure that's Ezekiel. Look at the shit he doing. This motherfucker cloning. This motherfucker got this internet of things. Like this motherfucker, come on, man. Like the hologram shit. And, like, yeah, his chest poked out. But at the same time, though, when he get brought low, it's 28 and 3, I think. Salakia. I'm going to start at verse 2. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, which is modern day Edomite, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, which he think he is. That's why the fuck he want to do this Internet of Things and with these satellites and fucking monitor everything in the chip. I sit in the seat of Yahweh in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man. And the Most High is going to make him recognize that he's a man and not a God. Though thou set thine heart as the heart of God, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There's no secret that they can hide from thee. I got a book that these motherfuckers is talking about. That's why the Most High got to come back soon. These motherfuckers talking about trying to do time travel and just all kind of crazy shit. You see, he trying to get up. Even though he lying because he ain't got out of the asteroid he built. But he, like if they can try, that what, man, they motherfucker. What do you think all this? The chemtrails control certain shit. Like it's to keep your pineal gland, closed and docile. But that show you how, the Most High control everything. Because at the end of the day, as much as we've been getting sprayed with chemtrails, certain people still woke up to the truth. That's just like And we get heavily bombarded, but it's not just that, because it makes the population. You don't know what's in that shit, because look how docile our population is. You know what I mean? Look over what's happening in France. You know what I mean? Like that shit is actually about to become a state of emergency. They about to have to use military to stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? To show you how much more testosterone is going on over in not even just testosterone, because you got women standing up, everybody standing up, because like I said, it's unfair treatment. They like, fuck the government. Like what they say in V for Vendetta, he say that people should not be afraid of their governments. The governments should be afraid of their fucking people. But when you go into the word government, what is it? Control of the mind. You know what I mean? Anyhow, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By the great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches. And that's the white man. You know what I mean? Like, come on, like I said, like when you go into like the fucking the IRS, you find out you're not even supposed to get taxed on wages. You know what I mean? Business is supposed to get taxed. Your wage, your personal wage ain't supposed to be fucking taxed. And that's in their own fucking system. And then they break their own fucking law. So that's how you know you ain't got no chance coming beating these motherfuckers. And come on. That's why it's going to take a power beyond, you know what I mean? I was listening to one of the brothers speak on that today. He said, shit, the little guns that he saw let you buy and shit like that, the shit that you can go to your gun shop and shit that you can get, and the shit that these guys that's gunsmiths make, that ain't shit. You don't even know, man. Esau really got like laser weapons and fucking. They got a fucking, come on, man. They got a fucking Iron Man suit. Motherfucker thought Obama was playing. He said, we got Iron Man, nigga. And I know that for a fact because I was following it when they gave the contracts. It was 3 fucking schools that all got the contract to fucking make the shit. Yeah. But you can't tell a dumbass nigga nothing. I'm gonna end the scripture that kind of is a precept to Ezekiel 28 because it's talking about Esau as well. It's the book of Isaiah, and then it's gonna line up because the scripture is perfect. Isaiah 14. It say, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. Now this is talking about modern day Babylon. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of his rulers. And look at this shit. It's beautiful because when you take time to think about it, look at the government. These rulers, you got, because America doesn't believe in like one person ruling, you know what I mean? Not a real kingdom, you know what I mean? They modeled themselves after like ancient Rome when you had a Senate and shit like that, and then a Caesar. But right now you got like the president and his administration against, the Democrats and the Senate, you know what I mean, the House and all that old shit. So you know what I mean? And it's broken because, like I said, nothing's getting done because the government is shut down. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. This is what I wanted to get. It say, thy pomp, it said, verse 10, Isaiah 14 and 10, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Because that's what the nation's going to say when they see, like, this motherfucker. I mean, come on, you got motherfuckers like Kim Jong-un bucking up to him now. And then, you're going to have nations following suit. Come on, like I said. Verse 11, thy pomp, H1347, same, arrogancy, excellency, pomp, pride, proud, swelling. And like I said, when we went into that word haughty, proud, vain, arrogant, conceited, pompous, self-important, superior, egotistical, smug, scornful, contemptuous, disdainful. It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? In this place, America has weakened the nations. Like I said, brothers is going into, you got to take the time to think about it. They said you got to speak English just to be a pilot. Never heard that, never knew that. Found that out today. So that's proving who really ruling and controlling and running every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? America puts sanctions on every fucking body. Who putting sanctions on us? You know what I'm saying? Like, take time to think about it. You got to buy American money to actually, fucking even trade in crude oil. Oil, period. That's why it's called the petrodollar. But it said, how art thou fallen from heaven? Because the Most High is going to bring him low. Oh, Lucifer, son of the morning. Lucifer, the light bearers, the ones that got this, that's controlling this world. How art thou cut down? He's going to cut him down and bring him low to the ground, which did weaken the nations. And with that, I'm going to end the lesson. I hope it was somewhat edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kodash Barakatah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth with faith and sincerity. Shalom to the Akim out there listening and learning, along with the Akwaf. And with that, and until next time, Adawan Ratazah, Shalom, Shalom, and a ball.